Hi guys! So I just finished my very first YouTube video and I'm so excited to get it posted and see what you guys think and what else you guys want to see. In my video I'm doing my foundation, highlighting, and contouring routine. So a little bit about my skin before we get started. I have some rosacea, so my cheeks are going to be a little bit red, my chin, my nose, and my forehead. I also have very oily skin right here in my T-zone. It's kind of dry on the outside. So I do have a good primer that I use to help hide those large pores. Also, I have some breakouts, so you'll be able to see those in the video and how I cover them. So if you want to learn how I do my foundation and my highlighting and contouring, then just keep watching. Mwah! Thank you. So I already primed my T-zone using my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Photo Finish Primer. That's where all my large pores are located. Now I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Fair Clair. I'm concealing my under eye, down the side of my nose, and up to form a triangle. I'll do this under both eyes, under my nose, my chin, my forehead, and down the bridge of my nose. This is also going to help highlight since it is a shade or two lighter than my actual skin tone. Now I'm taking my Urban Decay All Night Waterproof Foundation in the shade 3.5 in my foundation brush. I'm just going to dot this where I don't have any concealer and down on my neck to help blend it. Now I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and blend all of this out. I'm starting with my concealer since that's the lightest shade, and I'm going to blend out all of the concealer before I move on to the foundation. Once I get to the foundation, I'll flip my beauty blender over and use the other side. And when I'm blending it out, I'm going to pull some of the foundation up into the concealer so there's not any harsh lines from light to dark. I'm also going to blend it on my neck since my neck is lighter than my face and my chest. I just want everything to look like one smooth color. As you can see, the concealer and foundation covered up the redness in my face pretty good, so I'm not going to be doing any type of color correcting. If you do have to do color correcting, you'll want to apply that prior to adding concealer and foundation to your face. When you're color correcting, any redness you have on your face, you'll want to use a green concealer. Any blue, orange concealer, and any type of purple color, you'll want to use a yellow concealer. Now that we're done blending everything out, I'm taking an angled blush brush and my NYX highlighting and contouring palette. And in the color cream, which is the more yellow one, I'm going to set anywhere that I concealed. So under my eyes, my chin, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead. And I'm doing that by patting the powder into my skin. Now we're moving on to contouring, and I like to contour with both creams and powders. You can use one or the other. So first I'm going to take my foundation brush and my Kit number 11 Cinema Secret Foundation Palette, and in the lightest brown color I'm going to chisel out my cheeks, put a little on my temples, and up on my forehead. When I do my cheeks, I start with the top of my ears and I bring it down the hollows of my cheek, and I don't go past the outer corner of my eye. Now that I have all my cream contour on my face, I'm taking my beauty blender and I'm using the side of it to blend out my contour. And I'm blending my contour up towards the top of my cheek. And then once I get to my temples and my forehead, I'm blending the contour out towards my hairline. Now I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm going to contour my nose. I'm not going to bring this contour all the way up to my eyebrow. I'm going to start down a little ways from my eyebrow and bring it straight down to the tip of my nose. Once I get to the tip of my nose, I'm going to make a little triangle shape. And then I'm going to take the side of my Beauty Blender again and I'm just going to blend that out. And I'm also going to use my fingers and I'm going to pull that contour down towards the base of my nose. Now that I'm done blending out my cream contour, I'm going to set it with some powder. So I'm taking my e.l.f. contour brush and my NYX highlight and contouring palette, and I'm using the color Sculpt. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to pat it into the hollows of my cheeks and on the side of my nose. Now that I've placed the powder on my cheeks, I'm going to take my e.l.f. blush brush and I'm going to blend out that powder on my cheeks. I'm going to blend it upwards. And then I'm also going back into my NYX palette in the color Sculpt and I'm going to add that powder onto my forehead to blend it out. Since I'm blending my contour color up onto my cheeks, I'm not going to be adding any blush. If you do want to add blush, go ahead and add the blush to the apples of your cheek and blend it down into your contour. Now I'm contouring my jawline and underneath my chin. Now that I'm done contouring, I'm going to set everything with a powdered foundation. I'm using my Maybelline mineral powder in the color Classic Ivory, and I'm going to take my powder brush and I'm going to pat that into my skin. I'm not doing circular motions or brushing it on the face. I'm just going to tap it into the skin. Now I'm going to be highlighting my face. So I'm taking my small fluffy blending brush and I'm taking my Becca compact, and the color I'm going to be using is Champagne Pop. And I'm going to use that to highlight my face. Now I'm taking my brush, I'm just going to tap it into that color. Now when I highlight, I'm going to highlight the top of my cheekbones up towards my eyes. I'm also going to do the bridge of my nose, and I'm kind of doing it in an exclamation point. So I'll do the middle of it and the very tip. I'm also doing my chin and my forehead. I'm also taking that highlight and I'm tapping it on the top of my brow bone just to add a little extra shimmer to my eye makeup. Now that we have everything done, I'm going to set it with my Urban Decay makeup setting spray. This is the oil control one, and I'm just going to spritz this all over my face. And then just let this dry and you'll be ready to go. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I hope that you learned some new tips and tricks. Please like, subscribe, and share. I will leave all of the products that I use in the description box listed below. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye guys.